Hi folks, welcome back. Yes, the next generation of slug eaters are being produced. I had planned to make this video about how to look for the subtle signs of spring that are just around the corner. Well, they're not so subtle down on the allotment, I can tell you. The frogs have been at it, and we already have frog spawn. Yeah, so it's not unusual for me to see frogs down the allotment, which is great, but what is unusual is for me to get them on camera, because obviously they're normally pretty damn quick. And they're quite camouflaged and stealthy, so unless you actually like stumble across one, it's rare that I just see one long enough to get the camera focused in. But these two were obviously preoccupied, and so it was a wee treat to see the frogs out and get them on film. And away they go. Yes, as I've said, I do see them quite a lot on my plot, the frogs. But normally they don't hang around long enough once the camera comes out, so that was a rare treat. So what have I been doing on the plot over the last few weeks? Well, mainly it's tidy up. I've actually moved the old picnic table, and I've planted a couple more apple trees, and a couple of plum trees, just small varieties. And I've also popped in some of the garlic around the tulips, which will be my green garlic, which I'll use for cooking. All it is the packs of garlic from Aldi, 65p I think it was, for four big bulbs of garlic. Obviously I've broken that down and I planted it simply, as you plant garlic. Make a hole, drop it in, cover it up. And then what I will do is when that grows and when it gets big green shoots, I will harvest it as and when I want some fresh garlic. And also any that do grow longer into the season and fatten up, they might split, they might not. Either way, they will get used in the kitchen. So yes, it's all been very relaxed really, but I am now thinking about starting to sow seeds. Well, at the time of actually recording this voiceover, I've sown some seeds. My onions are in, but if you haven't done that yet, everything will catch up, and everything you'll still be able to find in garden centres. So don't worry about it. Just chill. Just chill. There's plenty of people that just get too worked up on sowing things too quickly, and the plants don't actually like it. And there's a few subtle hints you can take from spring, and one I've always used is looking at oak trees and looking at when they start to bud up, because they know then that spring is on the way, because they're saving their energy for the perfect time. And you can buy into this if you will, but I've been following it for a few years and it's stood me in good stead. Unfortunately, I had my camera on the wrong setting, so hence I've used a funky filter here. Taking that frog footage, I had the wrong settings on. So, but yeah, if you look at the oak trees, they're just starting to bud up now. There's little buds on the end of it. Anyway, have a look in your own area, have a look at your oak trees, and have a look how the branches are looking. And if you've got those little buds on there, spring's around the corner. And as we've seen, the frogs know it's spring. I think I've even got a daffodil poking up at home somewhere. So yeah, we're well on the way to sowing season now. So get your stuff together, get ready, and then we'll have a quick conversation about seeds. And I think this is an important one. So let's have a quick conversation about seeds. Basically, as we move into the sowing season, we're going to get bombarded now with adverts to places that want to sell us seeds. And with the likes of Temu and eBay and Amazon, it's so easy now to fall foul of what is essentially seed scams. People that promise you a vegetable that either doesn't exist, or they promise you an expensive vegetable at a cut price, or you end up getting seeds of something you didn't want. So don't fall foul of that, and just get your seeds from somewhere reputable that you trust. Now, for the last few seasons, I've been using Premier Seeds Direct. Now, this is not an advert. They don't pay me. I'm in no way associated with the company. It's just who I use. There's plenty of other people out there, and I've got on fine with them for the last few years, so I trust them, and I have no issues. But please, 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 don't buy seeds online from places like Temu, eBay, or Amazon, because they're rubbish. So that's it, really, folks. That's where I am. Yeah, I'm just going to start to sow things, as we've already talked about. And there's plenty of people out there, and it just depends where you are in the world, in the country, to what you can sow now. But I'll be going nuts on leaves and brassicas and peas and beans and everything in the next few weeks. And anyway, I thought I'd film the bird feeder because do you know what? If you've got a camera, even if you have no desire to put anything on YouTube, get a tripod and film your bird feeder if you like birds, because it's good to check up on them. And this is about 40 minutes of footage condensed down to every time the bird feeder was frequented or viciously attacked by some of the birds in the garden. This is not even all of the birds either. This is just the ones that were brave enough to come into the garden after I'd set the tripod up and then gone back inside for a cup of tea. So thanks for watching. Keep watching, because there's a really funky I think it's a great tit with a Mohican. And anyway, I think you'll enjoy it. So until next time, take care. Speak soon.